Well, hey gang, I'm with Shadow here and we have a bit of a problem. So yesterday I was leaning against this door, leant too hard, and the handle tried to present itself against my butt. It pushed all the way out and then it wouldn't go back. So if you have a look, this one here, nice and retracted. This one all the way out. And what's more, if we do open them up, then obviously this one works nicely. This one, you can see it's almost like over presented. It's all the way out. Can't pull it any further. So you can see on this one, it's in, pull it out to open. This one is like it's already been pulled out and there's no movement there. There's no noises or anything. So I did a bit of looking around and there really wasn't much information on this at all. There's a lot of issues. Obviously you probably know of door handles either not presenting or not retracting. But this whole like overextension won't open kind of thing, there wasn't much there. I did find one clue though, and a potential quick fix, and that is to reset or replace the fuses on the door handles. So we're going to learn about the fuse boxes in the Teslas, and I've already learned some stuff and looked at some stuff online. I'll put some links in the description for anyone who's looking for this kind of thing. But we're going to have a look at the fuse boxes and fingers crossed we might be able to reset that handle. So that's the hopes. Let's have a look. So the first one is in the frunk. And for older models, I believe they might all be in the frunk. But for the newer ones, there's one in the frunk and one in the cabin. So let's go check under the frunk and see what we find. All right, so this is your service panel here. And this comes out really easy. We're just gonna grab the corner and lift. Go to the other side, lift there. Right, so that lifts up. And then we just pull backwards towards the windshield. Sorry, a bit hard one-handed. Just like that. And get that out of the way. And what I found is, although this is a 2016 pre-facelift, it looks like I have the facelift fuses, so that's interesting. For the pre-facelift, there should be 3 fuse boxes up here. My understanding is there'll be 2 here in the front and 1 behind one of these brace bars. But for the facelift models, there's this one here. And our second fuse box is going to be right here behind the kick panel on the right hand side. So to get to this, my understanding is we have to take this panel off and then this panel off. So we're just going to try and pop these off. Well, that one came out easily. It's got a little connector on that, so we'll disconnect that. Okay, that's disconnected. And then I believe we pop this one off. Cool. It's all going to plan. And then this one out first, like that. And then I actually worked from the front, seemed to work better for me. Lifting this front edge up, and you can pop, again, difficult with one hand. You can pop this up, just like that, pop there, and then back in here, this actually hooks over the second trim, so you push down there, and releases that. And the whole thing comes out, and hopefully, look at that, second fuse panel. So there you go. It's a little bit of fiddly stuff, but honestly, not hard. And here we go, we've reached the panel. So now this is out, you can see we've just got 1, 2, 3 pressure clips, one there as well, and then it hooked on the underside of that too. So comes out really, really easily, not much chance of breaking anything as long as you know what you're doing. So here's our fuse panel on the inside. I believe this is the one we need. And I found a really good source for all the different fuse allocations. Just like that. And the ones we're interested in are the door fuses. And so according to that, our door ones 233, this 10 here for the front doors, and 234, this 5 here for the back doors. So we're hoping that pulling that and resetting it is either going to help, or we're going to find a blown fuse there. There's our little puller. Pull that out. Stick it on. So there we go. Apparently no issue with the fuse itself, but I have heard that just pulling it out can potentially reset the door. So here's something really cool. I missed it because I didn't have the camera going, but I came out to check that this is in fact the right fuse. So there you go, front door's open. Went to this back door, nothing. That means we got the right fuse out. So I decided to come over the other side here. And this one, which was out here, suddenly had movement to it, and I was able to push it back into position. So whereas before it was jammed tight, I couldn't move it at all, I was able to just push this back in, and now it's got its nice spring load again. So I'm hopeful, fingers crossed, when we stick that fuse back in, now that we've freed this up and it's behaving properly, just like the other one, it might suck itself back in. See what happens. Pop it back in there, hey, just like that, back the way it was. Shut the door. See if we've got power back on this one. Yep, so the fuse is doing its job. Moment of truth. Oh yeah. And huzzah! Look at that! We got a fixed door. Look at. And hey! Ah. All right, so let's put it all back together. Make sure we put our grabby bit back where it should be. There we go, that's nice. So I think we'll start at the front here. We're gonna line this one up in there. I'll see if I can get you a picture. And now you can see it. So I'm gonna line that blue one up in there with its hole. Right there. Pop that one in. That's good. Fix the trim there. Now we've got this white one, that white one down in there. It's got to go in its hole, just like that. And then this blue one here, ready to go. This one here. But before we do that, there's a little lip. Can you see that little lip there? That's got to go under this back trim. So I'm going to put the back of that in first, hook it under, just like that. And then pop this in. And this one, give it a bang. Give that one a bang. Fix our seal here. And then help it all sit back down into place. So there we go. That's that one. So now I got this piece here, which is going to go right there. This little L bit there. It's going to sit over that L there. And this lug here at the top is going to go in behind there. In we go, pop that in on the L, stick this in there, just like that, and then put our seal over the top, pop, just like that. All right, that's that one done. Ta-da! And then lastly, our little trim over here. I'm gonna pop this back together, which I can't really do whilst filming, so hold tight. So that's that one together. And then all of these are just little press lugs, so line them all up. Give it a friendly little bang, bang, bang at the bottom. Just like that, all back together in the cabin. And then even though we didn't actually need to get under here. I did want to show you where that fuse box was, so we're going to button all this back up as well. Nice and easy. So to do that, just the reverse of before, we're going to line it up. Again, this is a lot easier when you have two hands. We're going to line that up. Over here, we want to get it over that clip, just like that. Over here, over that clip, just like that. Push it in, and then you've got little buttons at the back. Put it all together, and we are done. So I don't know for sure, but I've had a think, and I reckon what this is like an anti-tamper thing, because when it happened, it was really locked out. So I'm hoping and wondering and thinking, and maybe somebody online knows, that if you mess with these too much, then they go into some kind of lockout mode, and that would explain what happened, because it did try and open on me. I kind of messed with it with my butt, and then it went into that situation where it was fully extended. I couldn't push it back in like I tried, and it actually sounded like I was going to break it. So as soon as we reset that fuse, then it became really flexible and easy again and went back the way it should. So that's what I'm guessing happened, with some kind of lockout mode or something there. So there we go, that's it. Shadow is fully functional again, and a bit of a lesson that we don't need to be afraid of these cars. Underneath, they are just cars, and they are made to work on. And so far, all the things we've had to do with Shadow here have been pretty straightforward. So good job, Shadow. Thanks for watching, everyone. Hopefully that helps you out. We'll see you on the next one.